And we can get started with today's lab, which is starting off with a 2-room start. I always have hope for this to be good, and it never is. Because this 2-room start has the potential of 4 points of interest along the main path. However, one of them is immediately empty because the lab just doesn't like us, ever. Oh, both of them are empty, aren't they? Because this is where the other point would be. Yeah, this one's empty as well. Well, fantastic first room. Let me guess. Argus is gonna be in this room now because... I don't know. Lab generation has a tendency to not be in our favor, ever. Reached 100 soul cell found. Wow, that's commitment. I applaud you. Congratulations. Oh no, this is secret passage. Okay, just so I don't break like room numbers and whatnot, I will grab that secret passage later. I'll do it backwards. Okay, Ellie pen on your last run for its series step. Nice. I should probably look at some point look up the exact % chance of the rare extend chance. Or the boot-in chance, because that'd be kind of nice to know. that would be handy knowledge for me to have off the top of my head. Or at least the data mine values. Trying to get Ellie pen or life regen on these Syntreks that I found. I did learn that Ios Darkanias with Herald of 30% reduced Herald of Agony reservation on them. Apparently that's 90 chaos. So instead of rolling over, I decided, you know what, let me try to sell this. Okay, also this room unfortunately only had one object in it, and it was a secret passage, so... This is... I really do feel like... This specific section layout has occurred many times in the past month. All of them have been bad. I can't think of a single time where... having at least like 3 to 4 points of interest along the main path has occurred for this layout, which I find really annoying. Because it's just 4 points. It's like it's open for 4 points of interest, like right there, and they're just empty all the damn time. Like, come on, it's like RNG be RNG, but that's just just bad. It's just bad. Every single time you put important things inside rooms, like that trap gauntlet after I got to mark. In fact, this entire start was terrible. There was only one thing I found, and it was that trap gauntlet. Gargoyles, what weapon is this? Sword shield. At 3 exalts, a divine 20 quality veil and special war chief. I didn't get the war chief totem and Jan the crap helm. Nice. You're now sorting your soul set found stash. Okay, so you move the character over. Gotcha. Jewelers. Is there? Yes, there's a hint switch right here. This saves me a little bit of time backtracking. Don't have to go all the way around the trap gauntlet. I can just go, like, cut through the middle. You die rather well. When does lab change every single day? Whatever 6 minutes ago was for you. For me, it's 7 o'clock, Central Standard Time. They'll be changing in November. On it like a car bonnet. I don't know what that phrase means, nor do I know what a car bonnet is. A car's hood. Okay. Making the map for the new site? Yes, that is exactly what is currently happening. I'm running through the lab, finding everything and marking it. And then I'll be updating the image as soon as I am finished. Okay. I'm gonna need a reminder for that trade. No doubt I'm gonna forget that trade. Okay, it's for a simple rhyme. On it like a car bonnet. Because, oh gosh, because I don't know. I guess it's because I have an exam on Friday. My brain is still in geology mode because I have a geology exam. So for some reason, when I saw car bonnet, I read car bonnet, but when I went to say it out loud, like my brain is like, "Are you saying carbonate, like a carbonate rock?" Like, that's not right. That's why when I say car bonnet, I have to pause a little bit because my brain keeps trying to correct itself. You're still in school mode, right? No, I'm not. God damn it. Brain work. Also, hold on. I heard that Streamlabs, of course, is not loaded because it always unloads whenever I start streaming. Noctilux, thank you very much for the tip. It's very much appreciated. Glad I can help with lab notes on a daily basis. Just write like Azurite. What was the final on the calc test? Oh, what was my score on what I get on the calc test? I got an 86. I got an 86 mostly because I got like the majority of the front page incorrect because I evaluated limits wrong. I took derivatives when I didn't need to. Oh no, the first question I did lose a point. I did lose a point on the first question because I swapped the location of the... I swapped the blanks of the definition, so I lost a point there. But I evaluated the limits exactly like how I did the first time around. However, this time around we weren't supposed to do it that way because they were either open to be algebraically simplified, therefore to be open to be evaluated easier, or they were set up to be algebraically split apart in order to evaluate specific limits. For example, the limit as x approaches, as x approaches 0 of sine of x, the limit as theta approaches 0 of sine theta over theta, that approaches 1, always. And the question was set up in such a way that I was supposed to see that the equation I had could be split up into sine theta over h times 2. I didn't see that, so I took the derivative and got it incorrect. It wasn't okay. I guess it was technically factoring. It was actually what's a factoring? It may have been more of a property, a constant property, where you can take out a numerical constant from an equation and then multiply the entire evaluated limit by the constant. In this case, it was sine 2x, or sine 2 theta. I didn't realize I could take that 2 out and make it 2 times the limit of blah 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 blah. I didn't notice that, and as a result, I got that one wrong. I did know, however, that the limit of theta per 0 at sine theta over theta is equal to 1. I did know that. I just didn't notice. I just didn't realize I could pull the what's it? I could pull the 2 out. Surely taking the derivative of both items would have worked as well. Cosine theta divided by 1 equals 1 if theta equals 0. If I took the derivative, I would have gotten cosine of 0 times 2 divided by 0. And there's a problem because it's going to be divided by 0. Because you would have a cosine 0 over 0, which would have been 0 times 2, which is 0. And that's what I did, and that's what I got wrong. It was supposed to be 2. Well, you can divide by 0 if the top is 0. 0 over 0 is 0. Like that maths out, thankfully. Math talk is gonna happen because I'm a math major and I'm in the middle of taking calculus. So I'm sorry if it gives you a headache, but it's gonna happen. What's going on, Viper? The trick is the limit of a fraction doesn't converge. You can derive both the numerator and denominator and see if their factors converge. I could have used... I should have... Using a property may have worked. Using the quotient property may have worked if I took the derivative. Yeah, if I did the quotient property, because the derivative of theta would have been 1 instead of a 0, and therefore I'd be dividing by a 1. Actually, no, would I be dividing by a 1? No, because I wouldn't take the derivative of the bottom. It'd be the bottom squared. It'd be 0 squared. Or there's a property that I don't know yet. Use this rip 3 shaper sets, tried your first Uber, I think I'm 30%, not so bad for the first time. Don't feel bad. I ripped like 20 sets from my very first Uber Elder kill ever. That was like 6 or 7 exalts worth of shaper sets that I ripped, so there's your line to beat. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Apparently giving people headaches from talking calculus. If you get headaches from listening to math, then I feel like you need to go to a doctor, because that's not a physical ailment you should be having.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must yield, must navigate.
2 or 3 dart shrines along the main path? I think 3.
I can't do this just yet.
I think it's 3 along the main path.
Destination is more dangerous than the journey.
So that's saws. Give me Ellie pen. Oh wait, well, yeah, why not? Essence drain duration. Give me Ellie pen, please. Boo. Check yourself in the hospital. You're allergic to math, and it's causing headaches. You have some redness in the eyes. Are you sneezing a bit as well?